Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 8. Lord Krishna shows the universal form within his mouth. Shri Sukha Uvacha Gargah Purohita Rajan Yadunam Sumahatapaha Vrajam Jagamanandasya Vasudeva Prachoditaha. Shukadev Goswami said, O Maharaj Parikshit, the priest of the Yadu dynasty, namely Garga Muni, who was highly elevated in austerity and penance, was then inspired by Vasudeva to go see Nanda Maharaj at his home. Tam dritva paramapiritah pratyuttah kritanjalihi anarchadokshajadiya pranipata purasaram. When Nanda Maharaj saw Garga Muni present at his home, Nanda was so pleased that he stood up to receive him with folded hands. Although seeing Garga Muni with his eyes, Nanda Maharaj could appreciate that Garga Muni was Adhokshaja, that is, he was not an ordinary person seen by material senses. Shruti Mataji, you raised hand for the
Screen sharing only, Prabhuji.
screen.
Screen
Okay,
sharing,
I have
yes.
done it.
Okay, thank you.
Supavishtan kritatityam irasunrutaya munim nandayitva bravit brahmam purnasya karavamah kim. When Gargamuni had been properly received as a guest and was very comfortably seated, Nanda Maharaj submitted with gentle and submissive words. Dear sir, because you are a devotee, you are full of everything, yet my duty is to serve you. Kindly order me. What can I do for you? Mahat vilachanam runam grihinam dina chetasam nihrishayasaya bhagavan kalpate nanyata kvachet. O my Lord, O great devotee, persons like you move from one place to another not for their own interest but for the sake of poor-hearted grihasthas, householders. Otherwise, they have no interest in going from one place to another. Jyotish, Jyotisham ayanam sakshat yat jnanam atindriyam pranitam bhavata yena puman veda paravaram. O great saintly person, you have compiled the astrological knowledge by which one can understand past, present, and unseen things. By the strength of this knowledge, any human being can understand what he has done in his past life and how it affects his present life. This is known to you. Tvam hi brahmavad vidam shrestah samskaran kartum arhasi balayor anayor nunam janmana brahmano guruhu. My Lord, you are the best of the Brahmanas, especially because you are fully aware of the Jyotish Shastra, the astrological science. Therefore, you are naturally the spiritual master of every human being. This being so, since you have kindly come to my house, kindly execute the reformatory activities for my two sons. Sri Gargauvacha Yadunam Aham Acharya Yata Yatascha Bhuvi Sarvada Sutam Maya Samskritam Te Manyate Devaki Sutam. Gargamuni said, my dear Nanda Maharaj, I am the priestly guide of Yadu dynasty. This is known everywhere. Therefore, if I perform the purificatory process for your sons, Kamsa will consider them the sons of Devaki. Kamsa Papa Mati Sakhyam Tavachana Kadundubehe Devakya Ashtamo Garbho Nastri Bhavitam Arhati Iti Sanchintayan Chutva Devakya Darika Vachaha Apihanta Gata Shanka tarhi tanno nayo bhavet. Kamsa is both a great diplomat and a very sinful man. Therefore, having heard from Yogamaya, the daughter of Devaki, that the child who will kill him has already been born somewhere else, having heard that the pregnancy of Devaki could not bring forth a female child, and having understood your friendship with Vasudeva, Kamsa, upon hearing that the purificatory process has been performed by me, the priest of the Yadu dynasty may certainly consider all these points and suspect that Krishna is the son of Devaki and Vasudeva. Then he might take steps to kill Krishna. That would be a catastrophe. Shri Nanda Uvacha Alakshitosmin Rahasi Mamakair Abhi Govraje Vidyati Samskaram Swastivacham Purvakam. Nanda Maharaj said, my dear great sage, if you think that your performing this process of purification will make Kamsa suspicious, then secretly chant the Vedic mantras and perform the purificatory process of second birth here in the cow shed of my house without the knowledge of anyone else. Even my relatives, for this process of purification is essential. श्रीसुख उवाच एवं सम्प्रार्थितो विप्रः स्वचिकीर्षितम् एव तत् चाकारनामकरणं गूढो रहसि बालयोः. Shukadeva Goswami continued, having thus been especially requested by Nanda Maharaj to do that which he already desired to do, Garga Muni performed the name-giving ceremony for Krishna and Balaram in a solitary place. श्रीगर्गोवाच अयं हि रोहिणीपुत्रो अयं हि रो अयं रोहिणीपुत्रो रमयन् सुहृदो गुणैः आक्षास्यति राम इति बलाधिक्याद् बलं विदुः यदूनाम् अप्रतग्भावात् संकर्षणं मुसन्त्यपि. Gargamuni said, this child, the son of Rohini, will give all the happiness to all his relatives and friends by his transcendental qualities. Therefore, he will be known as Rama. And because he will manifest extraordinary bodily strength, he will also be known as Bala. Moreover, because he unites two families, Vasudeva's family and the family of Nanda Maharaj, he will be known as Sankarshana. आसन्वर्णास्त्रयो ह्यस्य गृणतो अनुयुगं तनुः शुक्लो रक्षततः पीत इदानीं कृष्णतां गतः. Your son Krishna appears as an incarnation in every millennium. In the past, he assumed three different colors, white, red, and yellow, and now he appeared in a blackish color. In another Dwapara Yuga, he appeared as Lord Ramachandra in the color of Shukha, a parrot. All such incarnations have now assembled in Krishna. Pragayam Vasudevasya Kvachit Gyata Tavatmajah Vasudevo iti Sriman Abhijñā Samprachakshate. For many reasons, this beautiful son of yours sometimes appeared previously as a son of Vasudeva. Therefore, those who are learned sometimes call this child Vasudeva. बहूनि सन्ति नामानि रूपाणि च सुतस्य ते गुणकर्माणुरूपाणि तान्यहं वेदहो जनाः. For this son of yours, there are many forms and names according to his transcendental qualities and activities. These are known to me, but people in general do not understand them. येषव श्रेय आधास्यत् गोपगोकुलनन्दनः अनेन सर्वदुर्गाणि यूयम् तरिष्यत. To increase the transcendental bliss of the cowherd men of Gokula, this child will always act auspiciously for you, and by his grace only you will surpass all difficulties. पुराणेन व्रजपते साधवो दस्युपीडिताः अराजके रक्षमाण जिज्ञोर्दस्युं sameditan. Oh, Nanda Maharaj, as recorded in history, when there was an irregular, incapable government, Indra having been dethroned, and people were being harassed and disturbed by thieves, this child appeared in order to protect the people and enable them to flourish, and he curbed the rogues and thieves. ययेतस्मिन् महाभागाः प्रीतिं कुर्वन्ति मानवाः नारयोऽभिभवन्ति एतान् विष्णुर्पक्षान् इवासुराः. Demons, asuras, cannot harm the demigods who always have Lord Vishnu on their side. Similarly, any person or group attached to Krishna is extremely fortunate. Because such persons are very much affectionate toward Krishna, they cannot be defeated by demons like the associates of Kamsa or by the internal enemies, the senses. तस्मान्नन्दात्मजोऽयं ते नारायणसमो गुणैः श्रिया कीर्त्यानुभावेन गोपाय स्वसमाहिताः. In conclusion, therefore, O Nanda Maharaj, this child of yours is as good as Narayana. In his transcendental qualities, opulences, name, fame, and influence, he is exactly like Narayana. You should all raise this child very carefully and cautiously. श्रीसुक उवाच इत्यात्मनं समादिश्य गर्गे च स्वगृहं गते नन्दः प्रमुदितो मेने आत्मानं पूर्णम् आसीसाम्. Shukadev Goswami continued, after Garga Muni, having instructed Nanda Maharaj about Krishna, departed for his own home. Nanda Maharaj was very pleased and considered himself full of all good fortune. कालेन व्रजता तल्पेन गोकुले रामकेशवौ जानुभ्यां सह पाणिभ्यां रिङ्गमाणौ विजहृतौ. After a short time passed, both brothers Rama and Krishna began to crawl on the ground of Vraja with the strength of their hands and knees and thus enjoy their childhood past play. तावङ्घ्रियुग्मम् अनुकृष्य सरीसृपन्तौ घोषप्रघोषरुचिरं व्रज कर्दमेषु तन्नादपृष्टमनसा अनुस्य लोकं मुग्धा प्रभीतवद् उपेयतुरन्तिमात्रो. When Krishna and Balaram, with the strength of their legs, crawled in the muddy places created in Braja by cow dung and cow urine, their crawling resembled the crawling of serpents, and the sound of their ankle bells was very charming. Very much pleased by the sound of other people's ankle bells, they used to follow these people as if going to their mothers. But when they saw that these were other people, they became afraid and returned to their real mothers, Yashoda and Rukmini. Can someone confirm if you're able to hear me? Because I saw unstable network message.
Your voice is
Will
breaking,
become.
Prabhuji.
Is it still breaking now?
This was better.
Is it still? Is it better? Okay,
हाँ,
1 second.
ब्रेक अभी ब्रेक किया था.
तन्मातरौ निजसुतौ गृणाय Granaya snuvantyo panka pankanga sorry pankanga pankangaraga ruchirav upagrahya dorbhyam दत्त्वास्थन प्रपिबथो स्म मुखं निरीक्ष्य मुग्धा स्मिताल्प दशनं ययुतु प्रमोदम् dressed with muddy earth mixed with cow dung and cow urine. The babies looked very beautiful, and when they went to their mothers, both Yashoda and Rohini picked them up with great affection, embraced them, and allowed them to suck the milk flowing from their breasts. While sucking the breast, the babies smiled and their small teeth were visible. Their mothers, upon seeing those beautiful teeth, enjoyed great transcendental bliss. Yarhangana darshanīya kumara leelav antarvraje tad abalah pragrahita puchhaihi vastrer itastada ubhav anukrishyamano prekshayanta ujjita grihya jashrur hasantyah. Within the house of Nanda Maharaj, the cowherd ladies who enjoyed seeing the pastimes of the babies Rama and Krishna. The babies would catch the ends of the calves' tails and the calves would drag them here and there. When the ladies saw these pastimes, they certainly stopped their household activities and laughed and enjoyed the incidents. Shringangi शृङ्ग्यङ्गि दंष्ट असि जलद्विजकण्ठकेभ्यः क्रीडापराव अतिचलौ स्वसुतौ निषेद्धुं ग्राणी कर्तुम् अपि यत्र न तज्जनन्यो एकात आपतुर्हलं मनसोऽनवस्थाम्. When Mother Yashoda was when Mother Yashoda and Rohini were unable to protect the babies from the calamities threatened by the horned mm, cows, by animals with claws and teeth such as monkeys, dogs, and cats, and by thrown swords and other weapons on the ground. They were always in anxiety and their household engagements were disturbed. At that time, they were fully equipoised in the transcendental ecstasy known as the distress of material affection, for this was aroused within their minds. कालेनाल्पेन राजर्षे रामः कृष्णः च गोकुले अग्रष्टजानुभिः पद्भिर्विचक्रमतुर् अग्रसा. O King Parikshit, within a very short time, both Rama and Krishna began to walk very easily in Gokula on their legs by their own strength without the need to crawl. ततस्तु भगवान् कृष्णो व्यय वयस्यैर्व्रज बालकैः समारामो व्रजस्त्रीणां चिक्रीडे जनयन्मुदम्. Thereafter Lord Krishna, along with Balarama, began to play with the other children of the cowherd men, thus awakening the transcendental bliss of cowherd women. कृष्णस्य गोप्यरुचिरं वीक्ष्य कौमारचापलं शृण्वत्या किल तं इत्यहोचु समागताः. Observing the very attractive childish restlessness of Krishna, all the gopis in the neighborhood, to hear about Krishna's activities again and again, would approach Mother Yashoda and speak to her as follows. वत्सान् मुचन् क्वचित् असमये क्रोशसञ्जातः सा स्थेयं स्वाद् अत्य अतत् ददिः पयः स्थेययोगैः मर्कान् भोक्ष्यं विभजति सचेन्नाति नातिबान्धं पाण्डं भिन्नति द्रव्यालाभे सघ्र कुपितो याति उपक्रोश्य शोकान्. Oh dear friend Yashoda, your son sometimes come to our houses because the milking of the cows and release before the milking of the cows and releases the calves, and when the master of the house becomes angry, your son merely smiles. Sometimes he devises some process by which he steals palatable curd, butter, and milk, which he then eats and drinks. When the monkeys assemble, he divides it with them. And when the monkeys have their bellies so full that they won't take more, he breaks the pots. Sometimes, if he gets no opportunity to steal butter or milk from a house, he will be angry at householders, and for his revenge, he will agitate the small children by pinching them. Then, when the children begin crying, Krishna will go away. हस्त्याङ्ग्राह्य रचयति विधिं पीतको लूखलाध्यै छिद्रं हि अन्तर्निहितवयुः शिक्य बाण्ढेषु तद्वित् द्वा द्वान्तागरे धृतमणिगुण गणं स्वाङ्गम् अर्थप्रदीपं काले गोप्यैर्हि कृत्येषु suvyagраचित्ताः. When the milk and the curd are kept high on a swing hanging from the ceiling and Krishna and Balarama cannot reach it, they arrange to reach it by piling up various planks and turning upside down the mortar for grinding spices. Being quite aware of the contents of a pot, they poke holes in it, while the elderly gopis go about their household affairs. Krishna and Balaram sometimes go into a dark room, brightening the place with the valuable jewels and ornaments on their bodies and taking advantage of this light by stealing. एवं धार्ष्ट्यानि उसति कुरुते मेहनादीनवात्सौ स्तेयोपायैर्विरचितकृति सुप्रतीको यतास्ते इत्थं स्त्रीभिः सभयनयनश्रीमुखालोकिनीभिर्व्याख्यातार्थ प्रहसित मुखी हि उपलब्धुम ऐच्छत्. When Krishna is caught in his naughty activities, the master of the house will say to him, "Oh, you are a thief," and artificially express anger at Krishna. Krishna will then reply, "I am not a thief, you are a thief." Sometimes, being angry, Krishna passes urine and stool in a neat, clean place in our houses. But now, our dear friend Yashoda, this expert thief, is sitting before you like a very good boy. Sometimes all the gopis would look at Krishna sitting there, his eyes fearful, so that his mother would not chastise him. And when they saw Krishna's beautiful face, instead of chastising him, they would simply look upon his face and enjoy transcendental bliss. Mother Yashoda would mildly smile at all this fun, and she would not want to chastise her blessed transcendental child. एकदा क्रीडमानास्ते रामाद्या गोपदारकाः कृष्णोऽमृतं भक् भक्षितवान् इति मात्रे न्यवेदयम्. One day when Krishna was playing with his small playmates, including Balarama and other sons of Gopas, all his friends came together and lodged a complaint to Mother Yashoda. Mother, they submitted, Krishna has eaten earth. सा गृहीत्वा करे कृष्णम् उपालभ्य हितैषिणी यशोदा भय सम्भ्रान्ता प्रेक्ष प्रेक्षणाक्षम् अभाषत. Upon hearing this from Krishna's playmates, Mother Yashoda, who was always full of anxiety over Krishna's welfare, picked Krishna up with her hands to look into his mouth and chastise him. Her eyes fearful, she spoke to her son as follows: Kasman mridam adantam man bhavan bakshitavan rahaha vadanti tavaka hiete kumaraste grajopyayam. Dear Krishna, why are you so restless that you have eaten dirt in a solitary place? This complaint has been lodged against you by all your playmates, including your elder brother Balarama. How is this? Naham bhakshitavan amba सर्वे मिथ्याभिशंसिनः यदि सत्यगिरः तर्हि samaksham pasyame mukham. Lord Sri Krishna replied, My dear mother, I have never eaten dirt. All my friends complaining against me are liars. If you think they are being truthful, you can directly look into my mouth and examine it. Yadyevam tarhi vyadehi te uktka sa bhagavan harihi vyadatta vyahataishvaryah aishvaryah krida manuja balakah. Mother Yashoda challenged Krishna. If you have not eaten earth, then open your mouth wide. When challenged by his mother in this way, Krishna, the son of Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda, to exhibit pastimes like a human child, opened his mouth. Although the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, who is full of all opulences, did not disturb his mother's parental affection, his opulence was automatically displayed, for Krishna's opulence is never lost at any stage, but it is manifest at the proper time. सा तत्र ददृशे विश्वं जगत्स्थास्नु च खं दिशः साद्रिद्वीपाभिभूगोळं सवाह्य अग्नीन्दु तारकम् ज्योतिश्चक्रं जलं तेजो नभस्वान् एव च वैकारिकाणीन्द्रियाणि मनोमात्रा गुणस्त्रयः एतद्विचित्रं सहजीवकाल स्व स्वभावकर्माशय लिङ्गभेदं सूनोस्तनो वीक्ष विदारितास्ये व्रजं सहात्मानम् अवापसङ्खाम्. When Krishna opened his mouth wide, by the order of Mother Yashoda, she saw within his mouth all moving and non moving entities, outer space and all directions, along with the mountains, islands, oceans, the surface of earth, the blowing wind, fire, the moon, and the stars. She saw the planetary systems, water, light, air, sky, and creation by the transformation of Ahankara. She also saw the senses, mind, sense, perception, and the three qualities goodness, past, passion, and ignorance. She saw the time allotted for the living entities. She saw natural instinct and the reactions of karma, and she saw desires and different varieties of bodies, moving and non-moving. Seeing all these aspects of cosmic manifestation, along with herself and Vrindavana Dhama, she became doubtful and fearful of her son's nature. किं स्वप्न एतत् उत देवमाया किं वा मदीयो भतबुद्धिमोहः अथो अमुष्यैव ममार्भकस्य यः कश्चनौत्पत्तिक आत्मयोगः. Mother Yashoda began to argue within herself. Is this a dream or is it an illusory creation by the external energy? Has this been manifested by my own intelligence or is it some mystic power of my child? अथो यथावन्न वितर्कगोचरं चेतो मनः कर्म वचोभिरञ्जसा यद् आश्रयं येन यः प्रतीयते सुदुर्विभाव्यं प्रणतास्मि तत्पदम्. Therefore, let me surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead and offer my obeisances unto Him who is beyond the conception of human speculation, the mind, the activities, words, and arguments, who is the original cause of this cosmic manifestation, by whom the entire cosmos is maintained, and by whom we can conceive of its existence. Let me simply offer my obeisances, for He is beyond my contemplation, speculation, and meditation. He is beyond all of my material activities. अहं ममासौ पतिरेष मे सुतो व्रजेश्वरस्याखिल वितप्पा सती गोप्यश्च गोपा सह गोदनाश्च मे यन्माययेत्थं कुमतिः स मे गतिः. It is by the influence of the Supreme Lord's Maya that I am wrongly thinking that Nanda Maharaj is my husband, that Krishna is my son, and that because I am the queen of Nanda Maharaj, all the wealth of cows and calves and are my possessions, and all the cowherd men and their wives are my subjects. Actually, I also am eternally subordinate to the Supreme Lord. He is my eternal shelter. इत्थं विदितः तत्त्वा तत्त्वायां गोपिकायां स ईश्वरः विष्णवीं व्यतनोन्मायां पुत्रस्नेहमयीं विद्भुः. Mother Yashoda, by the grace of Lord, could understand the real truth, but then again, the Supreme Master, by the influence of internal potency Yogamaya, inspired her to become absorbed in intense maternal affection for her son. Sadhyo nashta smritirgopi saropyaroha atmajam pravruddha sneha kalila hridayasid yathapura. Immediately forgetting Yogamaya's illusion that Krishna had shown the universal form within his mouth, Yashoda, Mother Yashoda took her son on her lap as before, feeling increased affection in her heart for her transcendental child. Traya Chopanishadabhischa Sankhya Yogaischa Sattvataihi Upagiyamana Mahatmyam Harim Samanyatatmajam. The glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are studied through the three Vedas, the Upanishads, the literature of Sankhya, Yoga, and other Vaishnava literature. Yet Mother Yashoda considered that Supreme Person has ordinary child. Supreme Person, her ordinary child. Sri Raja Vacha Nanda Kim Akarod Brahman Shreya Eva Mahodayam Yashodana Mahabhaga Papo Yashya Stanam Harihi. Having heard of the great fortune of Mother Yashoda, Parikshit Maharaj inquired from Sukadeva Goswami, O learned Brahmana, Mother Yashoda's breast milk was sucked by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. What past auspicious activity did she and Nanda Maharaj perform to achieve such perfection in ecstatic love? Pitaro nanvavidyetam Krishno dhararbhaket gayantadhyapi kavayo yalloka samalapaha. So, samalapaham. Although Krishna was so pleased with Vasudeva and Devaki that he descended as their son, they could not enjoy Krishna's magnanimous childhood pastimes, which are so great that simply chanting about them vanquishes the contamination of the material world. Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda, however, enjoyed these pastimes fully, and therefore their position is always better than that of Vasudeva and Devaki. श्रीसुक उवाच द्रोणवसूनां प्रवरो धरया भार्यया सह करिष्यमान आदेशान् ब्रह्मणस्तं उवाचः. Shukadeva Goswami said, to follow the orders of Lord Brahma, Drona, the best of the Vasus, along with his wife Dhara, spoke to Lord Brahma in this way. जातयोर्नो महादेवे भुवि विश्वेश्वरे हरौ भक्तिस्यान् परमालोके ययाञ्जो दुर्गतिं तरेत्. Drona and Dhara said, please permit us to be born on the planet Earth so that after our appearance, the Supreme Lord, the personality of Godhead, the Supreme Controller, and the Master of all planets will all also appear and spread devotional service, the ultimate goal of life, so that those born in this material world may very easily be delivered from the miserable conditions of materialistic life by accepting this devotional service. Astva iti utkasa उत्कः स भगवान् व्रजे द्रोणो महायशाः जङ्गे नन्द इति ख्यातो यशोदा सादरा. When Brahma said, yes, let it be so, the most fortunate Drona, who was equal to Bhagavan, appeared in Brajapura, Vrindavana, as the most famous Nanda Maharaj, and his wife Dhara appeared as Mother Yashoda. ततो भक्तिर्भगवती पुत्री भूते जनार्दने दम्पत्योर्नितराम् आसीत् गोपगोपीषु Bharata. Therefore, thereafter, O Maharaj Parikshit, best of the Bharatas, when the Supreme Personality of Godhead became the son of Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda, they maintained continuous, unswerving devotional love in parental affection. And in this association, all the other inhabitants of Vrindavana, the Gopas and Gopis, developed the culture of Krishna Bhakti. कृष्णो भगवान् आदेशं सत्यं कर्तुं व्रजे विभुः Saha Ramo vasam chakre tesham pritim swalilaya. Thus, the Supreme Personality, Krishna, along with Balarama, lived in Vrajabhumi, Vrindavana, just to substantiate the benediction of Brahma. By exhibiting different pastimes in his childhood, he increased the transcendental pleasure of Nanda and other inhabitants of Vrindavana. Thus ends this chapter 8 from the Canto 10 entitled Lord Krishna shows the universal form within his mouth. Hare Krishna. This is a very wonderful chapter where this chapter starts from the Namakarana Sanskara, the name giving ceremony, and who has done is Garga Muni. And who is Garga Muni? Who is an expert in astrology, and not only astrology expert in that, he is also the Purohita of them. Uh, but in in order to not reveal Krishna's identity that he is in Gokul, yeah, with Nanda Maharaj, otherwise Kamsa will come. So yeah, they have made a special arrangement that the Namakarana Sanskar is done in a what do you call this? Cowshed. Yeah. And then the Lord started enjoying wonderful pastimes while crawling, while walking. And when he started walking on their own strength, Krishna Balaram, along with the other gopis, they started going all around and creating all kinds of inconveniences, we may say. But these inconveniences were causing great pleasure for the gopis because they have something to discuss. Yeah, when something happens, then only something can be discussed. So here in this case, Krishna did some wonderful pastime. Of course, it was stealing butter and breaking the pots, giving the milk and butter to the monkeys. And when anyone would challenge, they used to even in angry, yeah, be very adamant. While all these things happened, yeah, the time came when Krishna one day performed wonderful leela where all the friends came and said, "Hey, Krishna ate mud, huh? Krishna ate dirt." Yashoda, who was already worried because of anxiety of health of Krishna, this is one thing, but also so many have come complaining all the time. So and so that caused Yashoda worried, and she asked, "Hey, why have you eaten dirt?" When Krishna said, "I didn't," then they said, "Hey, everyone says." Then he says, "I can prove my self that I didn't eat." Uh, Krishna, in fact, he has eaten dirt. Otherwise, why will his friends will complain? Yeah. When Yashoda saw in the mouth of Krishna, she saw everything, not only the dirt. mm. We know that how the planets are made of. They are made of earthly element. Mm. Yeah. So this earthly element was so much that Krishna revealed the whole universes, planets, stars, everything, which was shock. Just imagine if someone is entering the planetarium in a mouth. It's amazing. Yeah, you get get lost, and in that, in this case, Yashoda's thought, what can be this? Is it a yoga maya? Or is it something that I'm illusion? Uh, this can be only the mercy of the Lord. So when she saw in the mouth of Krishna the universe, she saw that this is because of Lord Vishnu. But she didn't see that Krishna is Lord Vishnu. And not only that, yeah, Acharya say that when Mother Yashoda saw in the mouth of Krishna this whole planets, among them planet Earth was there, and in planet Earth it was that she could see there is this Vrindavan. In Vrindavan, she could see that exactly the same place where Yashoda is seeing into the mouth of Krishna is also seen. She fell unconscious because of that. That is the Leela. So in one way, Krishna is saying that I didn't eat. In the other sense, it is that he has eaten. How to understand it is? It is understandable only with the philosophy of Achintya Bheda Bheda Tattva. Achintya means inconceivable. Bheda means Bhed means difference. Abheda means uh, um, similar, or what is the right word? Uh, Same, not similar. There is also, I mean, anyway, when we go into philosophy, there is so much to even understand. Yeah, for example, in the Rudra Sampradaya, they also have sa, 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 sadharana. Yeah, sadharana beda tattva. Swabhavika, sorry. Swabhavika beda tattva. Anyway, so when we go into these, we understand there is so much which we cannot understand through the material understanding, covering, etc. So here it is said that because Krishna said he didn't eat, yeah, Krishna is absolute truth. Definitely it is true. At the same time, he ate, yeah, because the friends are saying, and he could also show in the mouth. So what is true? Both are true. Yeah, how to understand? We cannot say, hey, if this is happening, that is not should happen. That is our limitation on the material realm. So only when we understand whatever Krishna says is absolute, then we can appreciate this. Okay. Thank you so much for joining. Tomorrow, let's have 7:30. I think, if I'm not wrong, it is 10th Canto, chapter 40. Let me double check if I'm not wrong. Yeah, the prayers of Akrura is done, if I'm not wrong. Okay, let me quickly check. Akrura vision is done, so start with one. Yeah, so we'll start with prayers of Akrura, and on Sunday we will discuss Krishna and Balaram enter Mathura. Yeah, until then, have a nice evening. Enjoy the wonderful pastimes of Krishna coming straight from the 10th canto from Shukadeva Goswami. Hare Krishna. Panchakalpatarabhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Gandhra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vijay.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Hare Krishna.